Hey, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my channel if you're new. I went thrifting in Cirencester yesterday and the skies were blue, the sun was out and it wasn't heaving either, so that was really, really good. I've been thrifting in Cirencester before. I'll put a link up to my previous escapades in Cirencester if you're interested in watching. But for now, stick around because I have a budget home decor haul to show you. Now, regular viewers of my channel will know that you can pretty much find anything in charity shops if you're persistent enough and you go regularly enough. And that's certainly true today. I've got some beauties. So anyway, without further ado, let's get straight into it. First up, this is actually two items and they are pictures. They're by the artist Penny Cox, based in Stowe, I think, or I don't know if it's Stowe or Stowe on the Wold, but on the back it says Stowe. Actually signed by the artist herself, which is amazing. So I've got one which is Gossips and the other which is called Throwing Out Time. So both signed by Penny Cox, and on the back it says Penny Cox, Stowe 2000 on them both. Now I think these are really gorgeous. I really like these. I've never heard of the artist until now, obviously, but that's no reflection on the artist, but more a reflection of my ignorance of art. These pictures are just stunning. I really love the detail. I love the colour palette, and the geese are just gorgeous. I really love geese. They're one of my favourite animals. So it's just perfect. Are they geese or are they ducks? I'm going to go with geese. I could stare and look at these pictures for absolutely ages. I love the detail. Viewers of previous videos will know in my clothes I really love texture. I'm very tactile, and these pictures look very textured to me because of the various different brush strokes and the way she's drawn it. I'm not going to critique it. Very clearly from what I've said, I'm not an art critic. I'm more of a do I like that, yes or no, tick box kind of person. And I just love both of these. Now the reason that I find this quite an interesting story is that I've got loads and loads of pictures that I've collected over the last year or so because I want to have a gallery wall, and perhaps slightly naively of me, I thought if you're planning a gallery wall, you can put any old picture up and it'll look great. Well, it doesn't. So I haven't put any up on my wall yet. What I've done is I've laid them all out on the floor in front of the wall where they're going to go, and you've got different sizes, different coloured frames, different pictures obviously, and it just looks like a right old mishmash. Now I think that can look really cool in some people's homes, but in my we just can't pull it off. It looks like I've just thrown loads and loads of different pictures together and they don't look that good. So my husband said to me, they don't really match, do they? And that sort of echoed in my head. And so when I found these two pictures that do match, it was like a little alarm going ding ding ding, you need to get these, they look great, you love them, and it's a pair. Now I haven't told you about the price, but these were £1.50 each, so an absolute steal. I was really pleased to get these two lovely pictures, a pair, which obviously is good, and £1.50 each. Very pleased, looking forward to putting these up on my wall very soon. Next up, we are going to go to a ceramic piece. This is one of my favourites in the whole haul. I just think it's fabulous. I love autumn. I love the colours, I love the weather, I love Halloween. I just love everything about it. And this encapsulates that for me. Let me just show you. Oh, look, it's got a little lid. Oh, I've still got the receipt inside. That's to remind me how much it was. It was £2.75. Let me just get rid of the receipt. This was £2.75 and it's a super cute little pot. It's a super cute little pot, obviously to look like a pumpkin, and you place the lid back on. It's managed to gather dust. I really do need to get better at dusting. Heavens above, it's terrible. It's really gorgeous. I haven't got any plans for what I'm going to put in it. It's more of a decoration piece for me. I love it. I love pumpkins, I love gourds, I love squash. Brown, it's awesome, and ceramic. It's so the brand is BIA. I don't know, I don't recognise that name. Microwave, dishwasher, oven safe, made in China. Or just China, I don't know. It's so sweet, and £2.75 as well. This is something that I'm going to have out on my little side table all year round because it's just so freaking cute. I really like it. I'm very happy with it. Next up, we have another set, and it's a set in its own right and forms part of a larger set too. I walked into the Blue Cross and these caught my eye straight away. There are two enormous and very heavy, so I'm not gonna hold them for very long, glass jars. Slightly green, absolutely fabulous. And they've got cork lids as well, which are just so tactile, really, really nice. They were £4 each, which probably on the slightly more expensive side for home decor for me because I got the two, so it was £8 for the set. However, I have got many of these now, and these add to the collection. So the two I've just shown you, they're the largest in my selection now. I have one that's very slightly smaller than them. I actually thought it was the same size, but when I got them all together, I can see I've got two large ones, one medium one, and then two smaller ones as well. They are wider, but they are slightly shorter. Actually, they don't match either. They're very, very similar, but not quite. So I use these in my bathroom and I keep cotton buds in them and cotton wool and all sorts of stuff in there. And I think it's a really effective way to put things in little storage and it's just really presentable and they're super cute. Now I've got 5 of them. I don't know if I'm going to keep using them in the bathroom. I've got a great big Welsh dresser in my dining room and I think they might look quite nice on there. Obviously I will remove the cotton buds and cotton wool if I put them in there because that would just look a bit daft. But I'm sure I can find other things to put in. I really, really like them and I find that I have lots of little things that need corralling into storage, so I think that's a really effective way to do it. In total, I think I've probably spent about £16 on these glass jars and it was money well spent. I'm really proud. Not really proud, I'm really pleased. Really proud to have found them actually. And I think I may have thrifted the first glass jars in one of my earliest videos. So I've been going for about 2 years to collect this little set. Super happy though, really, really like them. Very, very pleased. Next up, we're gonna go for another picture. This beauty I got from one of the first charity shops that we went in when we were wandering around yesterday. Although it's got a couple of different labels on, neither of them has the price. So when I took it up to the till, the guy went, £3? I was really, really happy with that. Now I think this is a beautiful picture in its own right. It looks very vintage because it's got some slight mottling on the picture, to be fair. Maybe intentional, may not be, I don't know, but I really don't mind. I'm quite a vintage lover if you haven't noticed already. This I really love because it's a really beautiful kind of dusky rose. And it also goes with a picture I already have. So I now have 2 roses, one yellow and one dusky pink. And as I mentioned before, I'm looking for sets of art. So now I have my geese and I have my roses as well. I might even put them together because the 2 pairs, they're gonna look good together, I hope. So very, very pleased, and that was £3. Very beautiful little picture, just something to bung up on my wall. I'm torn between what to show you next. I've got 2 more things. I love them both. One of them's got a bit more of a story behind it. Okay, I know which one. So this one going first, let me just consult my receipt. This one was from Sue Ryder and it was £1.10. Look at this little beauty. So obviously very textured, which I love. I say this in every video and I love the colour scheme. It's really lovely, gorgeous brown inside and then we've got the brown details on the outside. Looks like sunflowers actually, which is coincidental because I'm planning to plant some sunflowers very soon. This is just a happy little pot for one of my I don't know what plant it is. I keep one of my plants in it that someone kindly gifted me and I've forgotten what the plant is, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I love this. I love the autumnal feel of it. It's going to stay happily on show all year round. And finally, we have this big bad boy. Now, if you've been around charity shops any time at all, you will have seen one of these, I'm sure. Look at this hefty one. So I haven't even taken the lid off yet because it's sellotaped on. I'm going to keep it on just for this video so when I heft it about it doesn't come flying off and break. This is a Rumtopf, which translates literally to rum pot, and it's from West Germany, so that gives you an indication of how old it is. And let me just turn it around so you can see the other picture as well. So on here we've got plums possibly, I'm not sure, or peaches, or even apples. I don't know. We'll stick with this side because I know that's obviously grapes. What I love about this is the history of it. They would actually steep fruit in very strong rum in these pots, and I think this is just fabulous. probably won't be doing that myself, but I think this would make the most amazing cookie jar. I actually saw 3 of these yesterday. The first one, I didn't notice how much it was, but because it was quite heavy and I already had quite a few things in my bags, I decided not to buy it. The second one I saw, it was £25 and that put me off. And then this one, I saw once I'd deposited my heavy bags in the car, and it was £5. So 25 or 5. And it called to me and my heart answered. I was very happy to part with £5 to bring this little beauty home with me. I looked online, I did a bit of Googling for once, and it was quite funny because there was a one-line description that said, "Nothing about this is delicate or dainty." And I think that's so true. It's such a hefty beast of a pot, and I think that's going to work really well for a cookie jar. So my rum top cookie jar. So I just totted it up, and everything you see in this haul came to about £23. And I think that's remarkable when you think about the variety and the breadth of home decor that I got. For £23, that's really, really good. Everything I've chosen feels really reflective of me and my taste. I like vintage, I like autumnal, I like quirky little storage. So I'm really, really pleased with everything. And I'm hoping that by adding these few bits and pieces around my house, it's really going to make it feel like home, you know? We've lived here for 6 years, which is it's a long time, because before that we rented and we used to move very, very regularly. We lived in about 10 properties in 10 years. As a result, we never could decorate, we couldn't put pictures up or anything like that. And although we've put down roots here and it's our home and we love it, it's only recently that we've started to decorate. I think because it was such an ingrained habit in us for that decade to not decorate at all, and actually obviously before that we were students too. So it's only now that we've really started to put our stamp on the house, and accumulating a little bit of home decor has really helped with that. And I can't recommend charity shops highly enough. Obviously, like I said earlier in the video, you do need to go regularly. You do need to look at everything, because you never know when something might be kind of hiding behind something else. But it really, really does pay, because you end up with some really wonderful things. And you do have to sift through, because a lot of what you see won't be your taste. But when you do see something that's your taste, it's such a lovely feeling, and it's so cheap as well. And I've saved it till last, but it's the most important reason. It does also mean you are supporting the charity that the charity shop represents. And I think probably should have said that first. It's most important. I know you know what I mean. Okay, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.